Hey, what's going on? Orodox here. Today we are going to be installing LED brake lights and LED flasher relay. And to do this, we need a knife, electrical tape, wire cutters, solder, and a soldering iron. So how much stuff is that? Like 7? Yeah. So let's get started. Alright, so first thing you're going to want to do is come back here, and there's a little metal piece right here that you're going to want to move out of the way. Simply just move it like that, and then you're going to want to kind of route these wires out from under the metal. But there we go. And then, see this knob? You are going to want to turn that counterclockwise. So to do that, you might need to get some leverage from coming up from the top and then twisting it out. Let's do it another hand. Twisting it. Alright, and then you just pull the wire out, and there is the brake light bulb that we are going to replace. And here's what the brake light bulb looks like when it's on and when you're braking. So I've installed the LED, and this is what it looks like when it's on. And under braking. So to install the relay, the wire we are going to be working with is this one right here. This one right here, the brake wire, you know. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to cut open the heat shrink to get to the wires, and we're going to actually have to be soldering something on to the brake line. So I'll go ahead and cut open the heat shrink. Alright, so I've opened up the insulation, and to open up the insulation was kind of difficult to do with a knife, so I used, Swiss Army knives has scissors. I used the scissors part, which helped me not cut any wires, so I'd recommend that. The blue wire is the one that's on right now, and if I hit the control, hit the switch, the red wire is now on as well as the blue wire. So we want the modulator to go on when the red wire is tripped. So I take it back, I was misinformed. You gotta love that. The wires we're actually going to be working with are the blue and the black, which I so gracefully found out when I cut the red wire and the bulb didn't come on. So this wire, this red wire goes into the bike, connecting to the blue wire. This black wire connects to the black wire, and this red wire connects to the blue wire going to the bulb. So yeah, as you can see, I've been doing a little patch job fixing my mistake. Soldering iron's coming back up now, so you can see the red wire is attached. I'm going to solder that, and when I hit the brake, nothing happens because the blue wire is disconnected. So let's continue on. Alright, so I got my red wire fixed, and I thought I'd just show you what we're going to be working with. So this is the relay, strobe light modulator. Yes, the modulator. So on this side with the two wires, we're going to connect the red wire with the blue wire that comes from the bike. Blue wire that comes from the bike. And then on the side with the one red wire, we're going to connect this red wire to the blue wire that runs to the bulb. So, and then with the black red wire, we're going to try and take away some insulation and just tap in to the black wire right there. So I'm going to get the blue wire prepped and I'll show you what it looks like. So the section with 2 wires goes to the bike. Section with 1 wire goes to the light bulb. We're going to solder these up, insulate the connections, and then we'll work on the black wire. So the connections are soldered by my professional soldering. And so now what we need to connect, this brake line. So how I think I'm going to do that is I'm going to just use the wire strippers. And I don't know how I'm going to get around there. But anyways, I'll use the wire strippers and kind of start like I'm stripping maybe like a 1/4 inch part of the wire, and then I'll use a knife to kind of, you know, cut the insulation on one side so I can take it off, and then I'll just tap it into this line right here, because you don't really want to cut the wire, because if you cut it you'll need to strip it. Cutting a wire, you need to add length to put it back together basically, so we're going to try and not have to do that. So I'll try to get it set up and show you guys what I have. So the insulation was kind of hard to cut, so what I did, so if you can see this, let's see here. Alright, I kind of extended, stripped off the black wire insulation a bit and just wrapped it around both ends of the black wires. I ended up cutting the black wire in half just because I couldn't get through the insulation easily, and I'm kind of not too patient right now, but this will work. So the soldering iron is over there, won't get it warmed up, so yeah, this should be done soon. And in fact, I believe that this should work now. Yeah. See? So I just need to get this soldered up so it stays like that. Retape everything and then tape up this insulation so everything will stay dry. So yeah. So we are all done. So I'm just going to just tape up all the insulation, and then we will reinstall the bulb, and we'll be good to go. So here's a completed job. That's where the tape starts, and that's where the insulation, the tape ends. Here's the modulator. So we're gonna reinstall the bulb and then tape the modulator down probably around, I'm thinking right here. Looks like a good spot for it. Just tape it down there. It comes with some double-sided tape, so let's get to it. Oh, all the way, by the way, there's a clip down here that I unclipped right here. That lets the wire, frees up the wire a bit for you. So if you have any trouble, just go ahead and unclip that wire. Unclip that clip for the wire. And don't forget to reclip this one when you're done. So everything is remounted, reclipped down there. Where is that clip? Somewhere. It's right there. Reclipped right there. And then I also cleaned the surface with rubbing alcohol. So we're going to apply double-sided tape on the back of this. Ooh, I could probably clean that too. and then we'll just mount it there, and we'll be all done. So I tried to mount it, and I kind of wanted to mount high up along here, and I couldn't close this with it being mounted so high. And so I took it off, and then kind of realized, why would you want to mount it, you know? If you ever need to replace the bulb, you kind of want to pull the wires out, in my opinion. And so I just stuck it behind this wire, no tape, and it's kind of lodged in there. I mean, no, it's not going to bounce around or anything, and it's pretty tough. So I think that would be good. I'd say, you know, probably don't worry about mounting it, just in case you need to take the wire out and do something. So yeah. So that is the brake light normally, and here's the brake light on. Brake light normal, brake light on. So that is what it looks like with the LED installed. And that is what it looks like when the brakes are on. Let's see the light. LED installed. LED on. So it's pretty bright. So here's the LED with the modulator installed. Once again, and here's the light. So I mean, it's pretty decent. And should definitely get people's attention. So overall, I would recommend this. It's real easy to do. I'll have the link to the modulator in the description, as well as the LED lights. So you can do this for yourself. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't make the mistakes I did. And it should be easy going for you guys. Alright, have a good one.